Hey everyone, today's vid is about when you're pregnant and he leaves you, then he has to choose one of the two of you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You've been in a loving relationship with Bakugou for a while now. As lovers, you both knew each other's strength and weakness, but your connection was undeniable. The two of you shared a bond that seemed unbreakable, or so you thought. One sunny afternoon, you found yourself feeling queasy and exhausted. Suspecting something was off, you took a pregnancy test, and your fears were confirmed. You were indeed pregnant. Excitement and nerves mixed within you as you planned how to break the news to Bakugo. You were confident you'd be happy, considering how much you both loved each other. Later that day, you sat Bakugo down, holding his hand tightly. Katsuki, there's something important I need to tell you. You began, looking into his crimson eyes. What is it? He asked, raising an eyebrow. Taking a deep breath, you revealed. I'm pregnant, Katsuki. We're going to have a child. For a moment, Bakugo seemed stunned, his eyes widening. However, instead of joyous expression, he expected. His expression hardened, and he pulled his hand away. Are you serious? He muttered, his tone tinged with frustration, feeling a pang of hurt in your heart at his cold reaction. Yes, I am. I thought you'd be happy about it. He said softly, still not sure of his reaction. His jaw clenched, and he looked away. This is a big responsibility. Damn it. I was not ready for this. He snapped. But we can handle it together, right? Like we always handle everything. You tried to reason, feeling tears forming in your eyes. No, I just can't do this right now. He replied harshly, standing up and walking away. You were devastated by his reaction and spent the next weeks feeling heartbroken and alone. Your friends and family tried their best to support you, but nothing could fill the void left by Bakugo's presence. As the days passed, your pregnancy took a toll on your health. He experienced severe complications that left you bedridden, and you were admitted to the hospital, worried for the both of you and the baby. Your loved ones informed Bakugo about your situation. Despite everything, Bakugo couldn't imagine the pull he felt towards you and his unborn child. Reluctantly, he went to the hospital, where he saw you lying weakly in the bed. Guilt washed over him as he realized how much pain he had caused you. Juan, I'm sorry, he muttered, sitting beside you and taking your hand. Tears streamed down your cheeks as you weakly smiled at him. I'm glad you're here, you said, your voice barely above whisper. Bakugo stayed by your side, supporting you during your difficult recovery. As he watched you fight for your life and that of your unborn child, he began to realize the magnitude of love he felt for the both of you. He couldn't imagine a life without you, and the thought of losing his child haunted him. In those moments of uncertainty and fear, your bond with Bakugo started to mend. He showed genuine care and concern for you, and his heart softened. The more time he spent with you, the more he wanted to be a part of your life and the life of his child. As your health continued to deteriorate, the doctors informed Bakugo about the gravity of the situation. Your pregnancy complications were severe, and the risk to both you and the baby were increasing by the day. It was a heart-wrenching situation, and Bakugo felt torn and lost. He spent countless nights at your bedside, holding your hand tightly, as he whispered words of love and encouragement. But no matter how much he wanted to stay by your side, Bakugo couldn't escape the looming decision he had to make. The doctors had given him an ultimatum. They could either prioritize saving you or prioritize saving the unborn child, but not both. As the days turned into weeks, Bakugo's internal struggle intensified. He loved you deeply, and he also felt a profound connection to the life growing inside you. How could he choose between the two people he cared about most in the world? It felt like an impossible decision, one that weighed heavily on his heart. Your condition worsened, and it became evident that the time for a decision was drawing near. Bakugo couldn't bear the thought of losing you, but he also couldn't bear the thought of losing his child. The stress and guilt ate away at him, and it began to affect his mental and physical health as well. One evening, as he sat alone in the hospital room, he found himself torn between the two choices. The weight of his decision was crushing, and he felt utterly helpless. In his darkest moment, he looked at the picture of you, too, a reminder of happier times. As tears streamed down his face, Bakugo made up his mind. He couldn't let you go, no matter how much it hurt. He knew that you would want him to choose a child and prioritize him. Deep down, he also believed that you would want him to protect you, even if it meant making the most difficult sacrifice of all. Bakugo stood resolute, ready to face the consequences of his decision. He approached the doctors and firmly stated that saving you was his top priority. He couldn't bear to lose you. And yes, he couldn't bear to lose a child either, but he had to believe that you would understand and forgive him. The medical team moved forward with the plan, focusing all their efforts on saving your life. The procedure was risky, but Bakugo refused to leave your side, providing unwavering support throughout. As the hours passed, like an eternity, he clung to the hope that everything would turn out for the best. In the end, the surgery was successful, and you were stabilized. And although the loss of the child was a painful reality, Bakugo knew the team made the right decision. The doctors assured him that you would eventually recover physically, but emotionally, it would be a long and difficult journey. When you woke up, Bakugo was there, holding your hand. "I'm so sorry. I couldn't lose you." You weakly smiled, reaching out to touch his cheek. "Katsuki, I love you. I understand why you made the choice you did." In the end, Bakugo chose you, not because he didn't love the child, but because he couldn't bear to lose the person he loved. And he knew without a doubt that he would carry the memory of your child in his heart forever. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!